There you go. Welcome, Kenya team. Right. The purpose of this meeting is to get you organized. I'm going to record it clearly, as you just know. And so you can rewatch it. So you don't have to write everything down, but please stop, shout, wave at me and ask questions, because this is your opportunity to just get everything nailed. So we're going to talk about your flight, your itinerary, your money, extra costs to budget for, phones, SIM cards, Wi-Fi, kit list, personal admin, health and safety. Okay, are you ready? So I'm going to lead you through it, but at each section, stop me before I just prattle on, because you know I love to prattle. Okay, let's start with your flights. Let me just get the flight Google sheet up. Hold on. Where is it? Flights. Here we go. Kenya. Okay, so you are all booked on. Right now, there's 7 of you, which is lovely. Probably by, well, yeah, there's 7. You were all booked on the Qatar via Doha flight. Now, we want it to leave on time. The last time they did this, it was really delayed, but for some miraculously, they caught up in the air and made the connection. So don't worry if it leaves an hour late from Heathrow. Shouldn't do, but you know what's going on at the moment with COVID and all these planes being cancelled and but you'll be fine. When you get to Nairobi, you are going to be picked up by our team. They will be waiting for you at arrivals. Nairobi Airport is a very smart airport, let me tell you. So you're going to be picked up. You'll see the LEAP team, sign, and then they're going to take you, hopefully, if time permits, via the giraffe sanctuary to see the giraffes. You can feed them. It's really sweet. I know it's a bit touristy, but it's actually a really nice thing to do. I do it every time I go there. And then take you to Wilson Airport, where you've got your internal flight straight to Pingo, which is literally 10 minutes from where you're going to be based. So we've done this route about 3 times now. It works, fingers crossed, it will be good. What you need to have on you just for that transfer is just have £20 cash on you, because we always get confused. You know, sometimes the drivers want to be paid direct. Sometimes you just pay the team on the ground. So it's not going to cost you any more than that, but just have just £20 British sterling on you. We'll cover it. Okay.
Can I quickly ask a question?
Yeah.
So, because I'm in Kenya already at the moment.
Right.
Are you guys on the 2 o'clock flight from Nairobi to the Pingo?
Yes, they are. Yes.
Because I'll probably meet you guys at the airport, I'm guessing.
So, Poppy, you're going to meet them at Wilson Airport?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. If that flight, if there's no space on that flight and you want to go on the morning flight, you can. It couldn't matter less because it's so close.
I already booked it. Yeah, I already booked it. So.
Okay. Okay. Kenya, just writing this down. Okay. So to meet all of you at the airport, you're going from Heathrow. Does one of you want to set up a WhatsApp? I would set it up for you, but I actually don't want to be in part of your WhatsApp as you're going through the next 5 weeks, knowing that who's late for which, for which bus, which is what ends up happening. So if one of you sets that up, that is really useful. Then when you get to Heathrow, check yourselves in independently, go through passport control and meet the other side. Okay. Because checking in, you know how much paperwork you've got for Kenya. So just do that. It's a head fry at the best of times. Just go through it calmly, independently, and go through. All right. Have you all got your visas? Jolly good. Okay. I will send you an email the week you go with the latest detail for the forms you need to fill in for Kenya, because it changes all the time. So I will send you that, as you know, over Easter, probably Easter Monday. Okay. Right. Next on our list is the itinerary. Okay. Every day in Kenya is different. So you will get to grips with this, but no 2 days are the same, no 2 weeks are the same, but they have the same theme. So the first 2 weeks, you're going to be exposed to all the projects, from the marine, learning about, you know, the reef, the problems, the threats, meeting the fishermen who are now being, you know, persuaded not to overfish, to fish in a more responsible way, to going to help on the farm, which everyone has set up, all the leapers are involved with the farmers, because that's growing them vegetables which they can sell in the market as opposed to fish, helping in the village, building them wonderful fires, ovens, you know, in their homes. You know, you're going to be culturally really, you know, see it up close and personal, the cultural challenges of how the local community live. So it's really, it is my favorite program. Don't tell everyone, but it actually is. And it's a real insight, and you get to see all different threats, solutions, factions, you know, the fishermen, their lovely wives, their kids, everything. You know, you get to see it. So the first 2 weeks, you got to, whether you like it or not, see it all. Then you're going to go on safari. Then when you come back for the last 2 weeks, you're going to be able to kind of choose what you absolutely love. So if you said to the team out there, it's the snorkeling, I really want to do that, then you could go for it. Yeah. So there is that, you know, feedback to the team. It's not a kind of strict timetable. It's, you know, feedback, what you love, what you want to do more of, and, you know, your wishes are command. It can all be done. All right. The house where you live in is glorious. It's right on the beach. It's a little bit of treasure. The actual Kilifi and Vipingo where you are, Poppy, where are you now? I thought you were in Zimbabwe now, not in Kenya.
I was in Zimbabwe, yeah, and I came to Nairobi about a week ago.
Okay.
So I'm doing another program at the moment, and I'll finish.
Okay. Well, Vipingo is a very, very sweet, remote, yeah, kind of, you know, it's just sweet. You've got a couple of bars on the beaches, on the beach. You've got the Vipingo very expensive golf setup, if anybody likes a round of golf, you know, that's really shishi. And then 15 minutes up the road, you've got Kilifi, where you've got a little bit of nightlife, not nightlife, but there's a bit more going on. So a lot of people just hang out at Vipingo during the week and then go up to Kilifi on a Friday or Saturday night to, you know, to meet lots of local people. It's very popular with the kind of lots of people that live in Nairobi have got houses around this area and at Kilifi. So there usually is a great vibe, fun going on at this one particular bar, which, because I'm 52, the name has just flown out of my brain, but you'll see it when you're there. There's one particular bar that everybody goes to, which is fun. So that is your itinerary, flights, where you live, the house. You've got little bedrooms, kind of rondavels. It used to be an old hotel. So you've got a kind of central area where everybody congregates. You've got a big outside dining room, and you've got two little huts. Well, you've got lots of little huts scattered around the garden, which sleep 2 to 3 people. So there's plenty of room to stretch out, have a nice time. You've got the mosquito nets, you've got your own bathroom. So it's actually very civilized. 3 meals a day will be prepared for you, so you don't have to worry about food. All weird and wonderful, from nut allergies to shout to anything else that needs to be done. So just talk to the cooks. They're there. It's all kind of freshly made every day. If you hate a particular thing or love another thing, Just tell them and they can keep giving you the delicious things. So it's all very easy. Right, getting down to the kind of money. Okay, the local currency is the Kenyan shilling. Do not try and get the Kenyan shilling out in England before you get out there. It's just not worth it. When you get to Nairobi Airport or Wilson, you'll come across an ATM. If you don't worry, you'll be taken to an ATM on the first day to get the local currency out in Kilifi, and just go with it. Definitely take a debit card because we know those always work. If you've got a Monzo or Revolut, take them because they usually work. But if you've just got a, it's Africa. Sometimes things work, sometimes don't. So always have an alternative card because that particular ATM might only take a debit card. So, have the flexibility on you. SIM cards, very easy to get a local SIM card out. That will all be arranged on the kind of day one, which is the admin day when you're out there. But most people actually try and leave their phones during the day in the house because at the house there's Wi-Fi. Now the Wi-Fi is good enough for WhatsApp, okay, and Instagram, but it's not good enough for downloading streaming videos. So take a view on that. The electrical points are highly reliable, and they use they're the same sockets as in England, so you don't need any weird or wonderful adapters. What to take? Okay, it's hot and it's steamy. Okay, it's really sweaty. So don't take things like jeans. You will not wear them. Lightweight clothes at all times. Masses of kind of swimwear because that's what you're in the whole time. Don't take heavy towels. Take those kind of koi towels, sarong towels, anything quick drying, because things do dry in the sun, but because it's so humid, nothing heavy dries particularly well. So and it's very easy to get your clothes washed there. So from a clothing point of view, it's easy, but have a look at that kit list in your MyLeap because it is there for a reason, and everything on there is being recommended from previous leapers. Post, there is no post. Okay, so parents listening to this, I'm telling you now, if you guys leave anything behind, it is tough. Don't try and send anything. Don't try and send birthday cards. We will deal with your birthdays when we're out there and look after you, make sure you have a nice time. But birthday cards, no, they arrive probably 6 months later. And if they've got money in it, that's been nicked. So don't even try. Health and safety. So yes, clearly we've all come through COVID. Yes, clearly we're all, rather weary of COVID, and, we are mindful of it. Take some lateral flow tests if you've still got them in your bag. If you got COVID, it's so easy to keep you isolated, but if you're not ill, kind of busy, still kind of able to kind of socialize with a little bit of distance. So don't worry about that. Our main worries are things like dehydration. Okay, that really can hit you, especially in the first week, because instead of just lying about in the heat, you're actually quite busy in the midday sun. So dehydration is, the symptoms are headaches, achy bones, diarrhea. You can really feel out of sorts. So a lot of people think, oh my God, I think I've got COVID. And it's like, no, just have a rehydration. Have a Coca-Cola, and weirdly, Coke's only time we actually encourage people to drink it because it's got such revolting sugar and salts in it, but it's really good for rehydration. So be very mindful of that, especially in week 1. The simple cut and infected mozzie bites, those two, really look after them because they don't heal on their own. And, a mosquito bite that looks ugly, gets a ring around it, will need antibiotics. So don't delay. Literally go up to the team leader and show your infected mosquito pronto. Do not sit on it. Okay. Drinking. Okay. Everything in moderation. Please don't turn this into some hedonistic beer fest on a Friday and Saturday night. You have got to look after yourselves, and with the leap, most times accidents happen when people have drunk too much, especially at the weekends when they're off duty. So please listen to the local advice from the team leaders. It is not a school trip. Okay, we are not banning you from doing this, that, and the other, but we need to work in partnership. So it needs respect from you to the leaders, and the leaders to you, to all work together to keep you safe, because we are in charge of you. And we, you know, clearly just this, honestly, in the last, this year has been better than last year, but everyone from through lockdown went off like a rocket last year, and it was carnage. So it's everything in moderation. Culturally, have a nice time. It's all very easy, and we just want to keep you safe. But there's no weird things, especially talking to you now, girls. There's no walking around town in just the bikini. No, culturally, you can't do that. You always have to cover up. Okay, you know, fine walking around on a beach, you know, in a bikini, but leave the beach, you put your clothes back on. Yeah, the shorts, the t-shirts, the sarong, and that really is important. I know in kind of Greece and something, you could wander off, you know, into bars just with, you know, in bikini on, but not in Kenya. That is just like a no-no. Okay, so that is all from me. That's gone through my main list. So do any of you have any questions that you would like to ask me?
With like malaria tablets and stuff, do we need to take some, or do we not really need them, or whatever?
Yeah, Sam, you do need malaria tablets, you do. But on that case, which is quite interesting, is malaria tablets can make you feel a bit out of sorts. So be aware, you need to probably start taking them a couple of days before you go. So it's literally the day 1 and day 2 on arrival can hit some people thinking, God, I feel sick, I feel a bit queasy, I don't feel quite myself. You know, if you feel suddenly a bit gloomy, you know, don't think it's you know, your new environment, you know, be thinking, oh, it could be my malaria pills. So talk to the leaders about this, who will just kind of advise, okay, this isn't working for you, let's take you off, and we'll do it all, you know, in under discussion together. But in a that was a long-winded way of saying, yes, Sam, you do need to take malaria tablets. Okay, first aid kit, you know, things, it's for cleaning cuts. That's really important. Cleaning cuts, protecting you from the mozzie bites. Long trousers in the evening to again protect you from the mozzie bites. I always find, and they've got these huge ants in Africa, haven't they, Poppy? Those big, ugly ants. They're big, black, and they bite. And when they bite, they really hurt. So in the evenings, when you're, you know, just having supper, and you know, just keep aware, just keep mindful of that. There's none of those big black ants on the floor, because you know they're nasty and they hurt when they bite. They don't do any harm, they just hurt. But so long trousers are pretty good. Anyone else? No? Okay. Well, we're here to answer any questions up until the week you go. So have a very happy Easter, and then you're off, which super exciting. Okay. All good? All right. Over and out. See you on the other side. Well, I won't be seeing you, but they'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you via Instagram. Goodbye.
Thank you.